Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here with me today. If this is your first time listening, a very special welcome to you. We are so glad you found us. And if you are a returning listener, thank you for coming back. It is always wonderful to have you with us. Today, we have a very special episode. It is an episode to help you learn and remember new English words. Is it sometimes hard for you to learn new words? Do you learn a word? And then a few days later, you forget it? This is a very common feeling. Many English learners feel this way, so please, do not worry, you are not alone. Today, we will try a different way to learn. We will learn 20 new English words inside a beautiful story. This story will help the words stay in your mind. It will make learning feel easy and natural. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with me today. It means the world to me. Before we start, if you enjoy our time together, I want to gently invite you to follow or subscribe to our podcast. When you subscribe, you help our community grow. It helps us reach more wonderful learners just like you. And one last little question before we begin. Where are you listening from today? Are you in India, or Turkey, or Mexico? I love to imagine all the different places you are in. It feels like we are all connected, learning together. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin our journey. Part 1. Listening for the first time. First, we are going to listen to a story. This is a story about a chef named Leo and his partner, Maya. Leo has a big dream for their restaurant. But Maya is worried. She thinks his idea is a big risk. For this first time, your only job is to listen. That is all. Do not worry if you do not understand every word. That is perfectly okay. Just relax. Listen to the sound of the words and get a feeling for the story. Let's begin. The small kitchen buzzed with a nervous energy. Chef Leo was a man whose passion for food was endless. He was perfecting his new signature dish. He believed this one creation would define their new restaurant. It was a deeply complex and savory lamb ragu. His partner Maya stood by the door. Her arms were crossed. Maya was the business mind of the operation, and she was skeptical. "Leo, we have talked about this," she began. Her tone was blunt. "It's too risky. The ingredients are expensive. I speculate that we won't even break even on this dish." Leo did not look up. He was a diligent chef. His focus was entirely on the simmering pot in front of him. "It needs to be perfect, Maya. This dish will stimulate excitement. It will get people talking. It will put us on the map." Maya sighed. She did not want to undermine his confidence, but she felt her concerns were valid. "I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but we have to be realistic. He'll look into our finances again, but the numbers are not looking good." Leo finally turned to her. His expression was serious. "We need to set aside our fears for a moment. We knew this would be hard. We have to adapt to the challenges, not run from them." He took a small spoonful of the sauce. He tasted it. A smile slowly spread across his face. "This is it." He held out the spoon to her. "Just taste it." Maya hesitated, but she took the spoon. The flavor was incredible. It was rich, deep, and comforting. She had to admit it was special. Her doubt began to fade. It was replaced by a gradual understanding of his vision. She realized her constant worrying was becoming a mindless habit. Okay, she said. Her voice was softer. It's good. It's really good. Leo's smile widened. It just needs a little zhuzh. He added a swirl of bright green herb oil to the top. We need to work together, your business sense and my cooking. And vice versa. We need to reinforce our belief in this project. Over the next week, they worked together. Leo taught Maya how to prepare some of the simpler ingredients. It was a new environment for her, but she started to acclimatize to the heat and the speed of the kitchen. Maya, in turn, showed Leo how to calculate food costs precisely. She created a plan that would make the dish profitable. They started to find a new vibe in their partnership. It was a vibe of collaboration instead of conflict. They knew they had a long journey ahead to truly accomplish their dream. But this felt like a new beginning. The amazing taste of the final dish seemed to indicate that they were on the right path, together. How was that? Did you get a feeling for the story? A feeling of worry. And then a feeling of hope? You did a wonderful job just listening. Now let's go deeper. Let's learn those 20 special words together. Part 2, our 20 new words. All right, now we will break down those 20 new words. We will go slowly, one by one. I will explain what each word means in a very simple way. We will practice saying each word together. I am here with you. We will do this together. Let's start with our first word. The word is savory. Can you say that with me? Savory. Savory. Wonderful. One more time. Savory. In our story, Leo's dish is a savory lamb ragu. So what does savory mean? Savory means something is not sweet. It is salty or spicy or herby. Think about food like meat or cheese or potatoes. These foods are savory. A cake is sweet. A piece of cheese is savory. An apple is sweet. A bowl of soup is usually savory. The story says the dish was a deeply complex and savory lamb ragu. This tells us the dish is rich and delicious. It is a main meal, not a dessert. Let's think of some more examples. I like to eat a savory breakfast, like eggs. The smell of the savory stew made me feel hungry. You are doing great. Let's move to our next word. Our second word is skeptical. This is a wonderful word. Let's practice the sound. Skeptical. Beautiful. Last time. Skeptical. In the story, Maya was skeptical. She was skeptical about Leo's new dish. What does it mean to be skeptical? If you are skeptical, you have doubts, you have questions. You are not sure if something is true. You are not sure if an idea will work. Imagine your friend tells you they saw a dragon. You would probably be skeptical. You would think, I'm not so sure about that. You have a doubt. Maya was the business person. She saw the expensive ingredients for the dish. She was not sure they would make money, so she felt skeptical. She had doubts about Leo's plan. Here are some more examples. The teacher was skeptical when the student said his dog ate his homework. I am skeptical about promises that sound too good to be true. Very good. You are learning so well. Our third word is blunt. This is a short word. Let's say it together. Blunt. Again, blunt. Perfect. In the story, Maya's tone was blunt. When someone is blunt, they are very direct. They say what they think very honestly. Sometimes it can feel a little bit too honest. They do not use soft words. Maya said, "It's too risky." This is very direct. It is blunt. She did not say, "Well, maybe it's a little bit risky. What do you think?" She said it directly. Being blunt is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it is important to be clear and direct, but it can sometimes feel a little bit impolite. Let me give you another example. If your friend asks, "Do you like my new hat?" A soft answer is, "It's very unique." A blunt answer is, "No, I don't like it." Here are a few more sentences. Let me be blunt with you. This plan will not work. She has a blunt way of talking, but she is a very kind person. Excellent. Let's continue. Our fourth word is diligent. This word describes a person. Let's practice saying it. Diligent. Wonderful. One more time. Diligent. The story says Leo was a diligent chef. What does this mean? A diligent person works very hard, and they are very careful. They pay attention to small details. They want to do their work very well. Leo was not just cooking. He was focused. He watched the pot carefully. He was putting all his effort to making the dish perfect. He was being diligent. A student who always checks their homework for mistakes is diligent. A painter who spends many hours on one small part of a painting is diligent. Here are some more examples. She is a very diligent student and she always gets good grades. The team's diligent work led to a successful project. You are being very diligent right now by learning these words. You should be proud of yourself. Okay, our fifth word is gradual. Let's say it together. Gradual. Gradual. Excellent. Last time. Gradual. In the story, Maya had a gradual understanding of Leo's vision. Gradual means something happens slowly, step by step. It does not happen all at once. Think about the sunrise. The sky does not become bright in 1 second. It happens slowly. First a little light, then more, and then more. The sunrise is a gradual process. When Maya tasted the food, she did not suddenly believe in Leo's plan 100%. Her understanding started to grow slowly. It was a gradual change. Her doubts started to fade little by little. Here are more examples. Learning a new language is a gradual process. You learn word by word, day by day. There has been a gradual improvement in his health. This is such a useful word. Let's move to our sixth word. The word is mindless. Let's practice. Mindless. Mindless. Good. One more time. Mindless. Maya realized her worrying was becoming a mindless habit. A mindless action is something you do without thinking. It is automatic, like a robot. Sometimes I drive my car to work, and when I arrive, I don't remember the drive. My hands and feet did the driving automatically. It was a mindless activity. Maya's worrying was like this. She was doing it all the time without really thinking about it. It was a habit, an automatic, mindless habit. The word mindless can also mean something is silly or stupid. For example, a mindless mistake. Let's look at some examples. I spend an hour in a mindless activity, just scrolling on my phone. It was a mindless error to forget my keys. You are doing a fantastic job. We have finished the first group of words. Let's take a gentle breath. Now, let's learn our action words, our verbs. Our seventh word is speculate. Let's say it slowly. Speculate. Speculate. Perfect. One more time. Speculate. In the story, Maya says, I speculate that we won't even break even. To speculate means to guess. But it is a special kind of guess. It is a guess you make when you do not have all the information. It is an educated guess. Maya did not know for sure if the dish would lose money. She did not have the final numbers. but she looked at the high cost of ingredients. And she made a guess based on that information. She was speculating. Imagine two teams are going to play a game. Before the game starts, you can speculate about who will win. You are making a guess. After the game, you know the result. You don't need to speculate. Here are more examples. The newspapers began to speculate about the reason she left her job. It is difficult to speculate about the future. Great job. Let's keep going. Our 8th phrase is break even. This is a phrase with 2 words. Let's practice it. Break even. Again, break even. Wonderful. Maya worries they won't break even on the dish. This is a business phrase. It is very useful. To break even means you make exactly enough money to pay for your costs. You do not make a profit, but you do not have a loss. Your money in and your money out are the same. You are at 0. Imagine you spend $10 to make some cookies. Then you sell the cookies for $10. You broke even. If you sell them for $12, you made a $2 profit. If you sell them for $8, you had a $2 loss. Maya was worried the dish was so expensive that they would not even get their money back. She worried they would not break even. Here are some more examples. The company needs to sell 1,000 books just to break even. We were happy to break even in our first year of business. You're doing so well. Our 9th word is stimulate. Let's say it together. Stimulate. Stimulate. Excellent. Again, stimulate. Leo believes his dish will stimulate excitement. To stimulate means to encourage something, to make it more active, to make it grow. Think of a small fire. If you blow on it gently, you give it more air. The fire grows bigger and hotter. You are stimulating the fire. Leo thinks his amazing dish will create excitement. It will make people interested. It will encourage people to talk about their restaurant. It will stimulate a buzz. A good conversation can stimulate new ideas. Reading a book can stimulate your imagination. Let's see some more examples. The government created a plan to stimulate the economy. The smell of coffee stimulates my brain in the morning. Fantastic. Let's look at our 10th word. The word is undermine. Let's practice this one. Undermine. Undermine. Very good. One more time. Undermine. The story says Maya did not want to undermine Leo's confidence. To undermine something means to make it weaker. Often this happens slowly or in a secret way. Imagine a big, strong wall. If you start to dig away the foundation under the wall, little by little, the wall will become weak. It might fall down. You are undermining the wall. Maya was worried that her doubts and her practical questions would slowly make Leo's confidence weaker. She did not want to destroy his creative spirit. She did not want to undermine him. Praising someone helps to build their confidence. Criticizing someone can undermine their confidence. Here are some more examples. He tried to undermine my authority by complaining to my boss. Lack of sleep can undermine your ability to think clearly. Wonderful work. Let's learn our 11th phrase. This is another phrasal verb. The phrase is look into. Let's say it. Look into. Again, look into. Perfect. Maya says he'll look into our finances again. To look into something means to investigate it, to examine it, to get more information about it. If your computer is not working, you can call a technician. You can ask them to look into the problem. They will investigate why it is not working. Maya is saying she will examine the restaurant's money situation again. She will investigate the numbers more closely. Look into is a very common and professional way to say this. Here are some more examples. The police are looking into the cause of the accident. Thank you for your email. I will look into this matter right away. You're doing an amazing job. We are more than halfway through. Our 12th phrase is set aside. Let's practice this one. Set aside. Set aside. Great. Leo says we need to set aside our fears for a moment. To set aside something means to ignore it for a short time. You decide not to think about a problem or a disagreement. This helps you focus on something more important. Imagine you are putting your fears on a shelf. You say, "Fear, you can sit here for a little while. I need to think clearly right now." You are setting aside your fear. Leo wants him and Maya to stop thinking about their fears, just for a moment, so they can solve the problem together. Here are some more examples. Let's set aside our differences and work together as a team. I try to set aside some time every day just for myself. Excellent. Let's continue. Our 13th word is adapt. Let's say it together. Adapt. The stress is on the second part, adapt. Wonderful. Leo says they have to adapt to the challenges. To adapt means to change. You change your ideas or your actions to fit a new situation. This helps you to be successful in the new situation. If you move from a very hot country to a very cold country, you need to adapt. You change your clothes. You buy a warm coat. You adapt to the new weather. Leo is saying they cannot continue to fight. That is not working. They need to change how they work together. They need to adapt to the challenge. Here are some more examples. Animals in the desert have adapted to live with very little water. It took me a few months to adapt to my new job. You are doing so well. Our 14th word is reinforce. This is a strong word. Let's say it. Reinforce. Reinforce. Perfect. One more time. Reinforce. Leo says we need to reinforce our belief in this project. To reinforce something means to make it stronger. You can reinforce a physical thing, or you can reinforce a feeling, an idea, or a habit. When builders build with concrete, they put steel bars inside. The steel makes the concrete much stronger. The steel reinforces the concrete. Leo feels their belief in their dream is a little weak. He wants to do things to make that belief stronger. He wants to reinforce it. Every time you practice English, you reinforce your learning. You make the connections in your brain stronger. Here are more examples. Her success in the competition reinforced her confidence. The movie reinforces the message that honesty is important. Wonderful. We are getting close. Just a few more. Our 15th word is acclimatize. This word is a little long, but we can do it. Let's try it slowly. Acclimatize. Acclimatize. Very good. One more time. Acclimatize. In the story, Maya starts to acclimatize to the kitchen. To acclimatize means to get used to a new situation, a new place, or a new climate. It is very similar to our word adapt. The kitchen was a new environment for Maya. It was hot. It was fast. At first, it was probably difficult for her, but slowly she got used to it. She began to feel more comfortable. She acclimatized. If you go on vacation to a high mountain, the air is very thin. It can take your body a few days to get used to it. Your body needs to acclimatize. Here are some more examples. It took a while to acclimatize to living in a big city. The new employees are still acclimatizing to the company culture. You are doing a brilliant job. Our 16th word is accomplish. Let's practice. Accomplish. Accomplish. Wonderful. One last time. Accomplish. The story says they want to accomplish their dream. To accomplish something means to succeed in doing it. You finish it successfully. It is often used for a big goal or a difficult task. Finishing a university degree is a big thing to accomplish. Running a marathon is a difficult thing to accomplish. Leo and Maya's dream is to have a successful restaurant. This is their big goal. It is something they want to accomplish together. Here are more examples. What is one thing you hope to accomplish this year? With hard work, you can accomplish anything. I believe that is true. Let's learn our 17th word. The word is indicate. Let's say it together. Indicate. Indicate. Perfect. One more time. Indicate. The taste of the final dish seemed to indicate they were on the right path. To indicate means to be a sign of something. It suggests that something is true or possible. It points to a possibility. Dark clouds in the sky indicate that it might rain. The clouds are a sign. A green light at a traffic stop indicates that you can go. The amazing taste of the dish did not prove they would be successful. It was not a guarantee, but it was a good sign. It suggested they were doing the right thing. It indicated they were on the right path. Here are some more examples. The new data indicates that our strategy is working. Please indicate your answer by marking the box. Amazing work. We have finished all the verbs. Now for 3 final, very useful words and phrases. Our 18th word is very fun. It is zhuzh. Let's try to say it. It sounds like a buzzing bee. Zhuzh, zhuzh. Fun, right? One more time. Zhuzh. Leo says the dish needs a little zhuzh. This is an informal, fun, modern word. A zhuzh is a small touch. A little something extra you add to make something better. More stylish, more exciting, or more attractive. Imagine you are wearing a simple black shirt. It looks okay. Then you add a beautiful, colorful scarf. That scarf gives your outfit a little zhuzh. It makes it more special. Leo's dish was already delicious, but he added a swirl of bright green herb oil. This was the final perfect touch. It was a little zhuzh. We often use it with the word up, to zhuzh something up. Let's zhuzh up this room with some new pillows. He used a little product to zhuzh up his hair before the party. What a great word. Let's move to our 19th word. The word is vibe. This is another cool, informal word. Let's say it. Vibe. Again, vibe. Excellent. The story says they found a new vibe in their partnership. A vibe is a feeling. It is the mood or the atmosphere of a place, or the feeling you get from a person or a situation. A library has a quiet, calm vibe. A birthday party has a happy, energetic vibe. At the beginning of the story, the vibe between Leo and Maya was tense. It was full of conflict and worry. But when they started working together, the feeling changed. They found a new vibe, a feeling of collaboration and hope. Here are some more examples. I really like the vibe of this coffee shop. It's so relaxing. I didn't like that man. He gave me a bad vibe. Okay, my friend, we have arrived at our last word, number 20. The phrase is vice versa. This phrase comes from the Latin language, but we use it all the time in English. Let's practice it. Vice versa. Vice versa. Wonderful. Last time. Vice versa. Leo says, we need your business sense and my cooking. And vice versa. Vice versa simply means the other way around. It is a shortcut. It saves you from repeating yourself. Leo says they need two things. 1, Maya's business sense. 2, Leo's cooking. When he says, and vice versa, he means they also need the opposite. They need 1, Leo's business sense, and 2, Maya's cooking. Let me give you another example. The cats are scared of the dog and vice versa. This is a short way to say, the cats are scared of the dog and the dog is scared of the cats. It's very useful. Here are some more examples. I help my brother with his math homework and vice versa. This means he helps me with my homework too. You can travel from Paris to Rome by train or vice versa. This means you can also travel from Rome to Paris by train. You did it. You have learned 20 new words and phrases. Take a deep breath. You have done an incredible, diligent job. This was a lot of information, and you stayed focused. That is amazing. Now let's see how these words feel in the story one more time. Part 3, the story. Again with understanding. Now we will read the story again, but this time we will pause. We will think about why each special word was chosen. This will make your understanding even deeper. The small kitchen buzzed. He believed this one creation, a deeply complex and savory lamb ragu, would define their new restaurant. Why the word savory? This word immediately tells us about the food. It's not sweet. It's a serious, delicious main course. It creates a picture of a professional, high-quality dish. His partner, Maya, was skeptical. Skeptical is the perfect word here. It shows Maya's state of mind. She is not angry. She is not mean. She is full of doubt. As the business person, her mind sees the risk. The word perfectly captures her feeling of doubt. Leo, we have talked about this, she began, her tone blunt. Her tone is blunt because she is being very direct. She is not using soft words. She is saying exactly what she thinks. It's too risky. This shows us she is a very direct person. I speculate that we won't even break even on this dish. Maya uses the word speculate because she is making a smart guess. She doesn't know for sure. It's a prediction. Then she uses the business phrase, break even. This is more specific than just saying lose money. It shows that the risk is very high. They might not even get their money back. He was a diligent chef. Leo is diligent. This word shows us his character. He is careful. He is hardworking. He is focused. It shows us the difference between his artistic passion and Maya's financial worry. This dish will stimulate excitement. Leo believes his food is active. It will stimulate excitement. It will create and encourage people to get interested. It's a powerful, active word. She didn't want to undermine his confidence. Undermine is a great word. It creates a picture. Like digging under a building to make it weak. Maya knows her worries could slowly destroy Leo's confidence. She is afraid of making him weaker. He'll look into our finances again. Maya uses the phrase look into. It's a calm, professional way to say she will investigate. It sounds more serious than just saying, "I'll check." We need to set aside our fears. We have to adapt to the challenges. Leo asks to set aside their fears, to put them away for a moment. Then he says they must adapt. He knows they need to change their actions. They need to be flexible to solve this problem. A gradual understanding. Her constant worrying was becoming a mindless habit. Her understanding is gradual. It happens slowly, step by step. It's not sudden. Then she sees her own worrying as mindless. An automatic habit that she was doing without thinking. It was not helping. It just needs a little zhuzh. This fun, informal word, zhuzh, shows Leo's creative side. The dish is great, but it needs one last little bit of style. A final, special touch. It tells us about his personality. Your business sense and my cooking. And vice versa. We need to reinforce our belief. Vice versa is a clever shortcut. It means his business sense and her cooking are also needed. Then he says they must reinforce their belief. They need to make their hope and confidence stronger, like adding support to a weak building. She started to acclimatize. They started to find a new vibe. Maya starts to acclimatize. She gets used to the new kitchen environment. As they both change, the feeling or the vibe of their relationship changes too. It moves from worry to collaboration, to truly accomplish their dream. The amazing taste seemed to indicate that they were on the right path. Their big goal is to accomplish their dream, to successfully achieve it. And the delicious food is a sign. It doesn't prove they will succeed, but it does indicate. It suggests that they are going in the right direction. See? Every word has a special job in the story. Understanding this makes the story and the words so much richer. You are doing beautifully. Part 4. Let's practice speaking. Okay, you have listened, you have learned, you have understood. Now it is time to use your voice. Speaking the words and sentences out loud is so important. It helps your mouth muscles remember the sounds. It builds your confidence. I will say a sentence. Then there will be a pause. In the pause, please say the sentence out loud. Even if you are in a public place, you can whisper it softly. Are you ready? Let's begin. This is a deeply complex and savory dish. I am skeptical that this will work. To be blunt, the situation is difficult. She is a very diligent worker. We must adapt to the new system. We need to set aside our differences. His comments undermined my confidence. The good results indicate we are succeeding. Wonderful. That practice is so helpful for your memory. You did a great job. Part 5, the final listen. My friend, you have done an incredible job today. You have learned 20 new English words. You learned their meaning, you learned how to say them, and you learned why they are used. Now we come to the best part. I want you to listen to the story one last time. From beginning to end, notice how different it feels now. Notice how much more you understand. These words are not strange anymore. They are your words now. So just relax one more time and enjoy the story. The small kitchen buzzed with a nervous energy. Chef Leo, a man whose passion for food was endless, was perfecting his new signature dish. He believed this one creation, a deeply complex and savory lamb ragu, would define their new restaurant. His partner Maya stood by the door, her arms crossed. Maya was the business mind of the operation. and she was skeptical. Leo, we've talked about this, she began, her tone blunt. It's too risky. The ingredients are expensive. I speculate that we won't even break even on this dish. Leo didn't look up. He was a diligent chef, and his focus was entirely on the simmering pot in front of him. It needs to be perfect, Maya. This dish will stimulate excitement. It will get people talking. It will put us on the map. Maya sighed. She didn't want to undermine his confidence, but she felt her concerns were valid. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but we have to be realistic. I'll look into our finances again, but the numbers aren't looking good. Leo finally turned to her, his expression serious. We need to set aside our fears for a moment. We knew this would be hard. We have to adapt to the challenges, not run from them. He took a small spoonful of the sauce and tasted it. A smile slowly spread across his face. This is it. He held out the spoon to her. Just taste it. Maya hesitated, but she took the spoon. The flavor was incredible. It was rich, deep, and comforting. She had to admit, it was special. Her doubt began to fade, replaced by a gradual understanding of his vision. She realized her constant worrying was becoming a mindless habit. Okay, she said, her voice softer. It's good. It's really good. Leo's smile widened. It just needs a little zhuzh. He added a swirl of bright green herb oil to the top. We need to work together, your business sense and my cooking, and vice versa. We need to reinforce our belief in this project. Over the next week, they worked together. Leo taught Maya how to prepare some of the simpler ingredients. It was a new environment for her, but she started to acclimatize to the heat and the speed of that kitchen. Maya, in turn, showed Leo how to calculate food costs precisely, creating a plan that would make the dish profitable. They started to find a new vibe in their partnership, one of collaboration instead of conflict. They knew they had a long journey ahead to truly accomplish their dream, but this felt like a new beginning. The amazing taste of the final dish seemed to indicate that they were on the right path, together. And just like that, our journey today comes to an end. You have successfully added 20 powerful new words to your English vocabulary. Learning through a story is a special method. It creates strong connections in your mind. You did not just memorize a list of words. You experienced them. You felt them. Remember that learning English is a gradual process. It takes time. Some days are easy and some days are hard. That is normal. The most important thing is that you keep going. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate small victories like learning new words today. You are doing an amazing job. Now it is your turn to practice. I have a gentle invitation for you. In the comments section, if you can, please write one sentence. Just one sentence using one of the words we learned today. You could use diligent, or vibe, or zhuzh, or skeptical. Any word is perfect. Sharing your sentence helps you remember, and it inspires other learners too. I will try to read as many of your comments as I can. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for learning with me today. It was an honor to be your guide. If you enjoyed this gentle way of learning, please don't forget to like, follow, or subscribe. It is a small click for you, but it makes a big difference for us. Keep up your wonderful work. Never forget how far you have come. See you next time, my friend.